That one came out. Those two finally moved. Yep, same story. That one's broke. That's broke. Mechanism broke. That recording? Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. What am I doing? What am I working on, you might ask? Well, let me do the intro. LJN 1985, thundertank, thundercats, thunder. Yeah. That one's broke. The pivot point broke it. So this side's broke. They're both broke. Both the claws are broke. And that one's loose. So yeah, that's broke. Anyhow, I went to Terre Haute on 41, like south of Terre Haute, like 7 miles. It's shady lanes. There's one guy in there. He has stuff. And I don't even think this will like anywhere near go back close to going back together. This broke off there. That's broke off there. But I was talking to him. He'd been out of the country for a year. He'd been gone. He was in the military. So I was talking to him about I think he took care of his business, good enough, and why he was gone. Cause them old women in there ain't toy ladies, But I guess like as fair as he could expect, I guess. But he's back. Talked to him. I was talking to him about different things I was interested in. He was looking around. He had getting some new stuff in, more GoBots, and he's mostly G.I. Joe, being military. But I was looking. I was like, yeah, Thunder Tank, like sitting beside him. Well, it was funny. What was funny is looking at his large GoBots, the tall ones. And then while I was talking to him, he seen behind me the booth across the aisle from him. He had two big GoBots on his. I was like, you never see him, then all of a sudden you see him, So I was talking to him about that, and I was like, what's that back there behind you? And I was looking, and it was this Thunder Tank. And I was like, what you got on that? And he said, you know what he said? 25. And I'm like, really? Then he muttered something about like 20. And I'm like, I'll take that for 25. It's like he wanted to just take 20 for it, and I was like, I'll give you 20. I'll give you 25 for it. Not 20. I'll give you 25 for it. So I wanted to get into it. Yeah. I got the only one side locks. That side is shattered. There's no there's a paddle in there whenever you get that up. That thing's froze. there's a, I don't know, a paddle that's in here, inside here, and that mechanism pushes down on it. Well, that paddle is broke, and then the pivot point for that screw is broke, which I could probably fix if I wanted to. But this side was sprung. I was working on it, so I got to work. I got this side to work. It's not as bad as you think. Man, this thing is dirty. So the claws, they're both broke. I just sprung. You don't want to latch, I guess, because that one side. There, maybe I'll latch it. Yeah. So both the front claws are inactive. They seem good. The truck's good. The gun mechanism is good. It does latch. But what I got, well, I wanted it. These doors. Da-da-da. And the back hatch. Da-da-da. But there is a problem with the back hatch. So I don't know if somebody tried to repair it. There's somebody drilled through. See that pinhole? Somebody drilled through that. So this is, I can't use this because mine, I got parts for mine. The tab was broke, but it was still inside of it. And I glued it like enough. That's a shame. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, right above. Both sides. Yeah, both sides. I got both sides to go up. I don't know why it wants to be so high. Nah, just one side. Yeah, she's sprung. I gotta lift that to raise it because there's only one spring holding it. But anyhow, I got it for the trunk hatch. So I should be able to drop these in, no problem. But this is gonna be some work. I don't know if plastic weld will work on this plastic, because the height is there. I need this extension, and I need the tab. Sorry, whenever I'm holding it there, the record button's in the way. So 1/8, like Lego or polystyrene rod, would work for that. But this one, I don't know. At least the height is right. I just need the extension, because they'll sit in there, but you can't function it, the mechanism, because they'll go flying. But $25, and they want 25, 25, 35 a piece. Sign me up twice on Saturday. So that's what I can do with this. Yeah, I gotta raise that. Yeah, she doesn't want to lock. One spring holding it. Da-na-na. Da-na-na. Alright, I'm gonna go get my other truck, see what happens. Yeah, I'm back. Of course, the first step to any good project is giving your parts and toys bathies. So I just gave them a scrubby scrub in the sink, dish soap, toothbrush, scrub. Gonna dry off, and I got my thunder tank, which is didn't realize it was in pretty good shape. Really, I had to do some work. It came out of a $5 bin at Toy Man at St. Louis. So I need to remember which way these go. So it'll be like that. Drying them off on the towel that I got it sitting on. I don't like sitting stuff on the table. Plastic, is soft and brittle, and kitchen tables are hard. So I have what started the whole battle thundercats is in a lot at an auction. I got Lino's sword. I got Lino's sword. Well, what am I going to do with just a sword? So I got a Lino. And then it came with the light. I got this somewhere, but it's the bad guy's light. So I don't even know if it works. And I guess throw a AAA battery in it one of these days. See if that works, but I just keep it with. But I found Lino with his claw. Pretty cool. He's got the battle action on the back. So I guess it does only go one way. So what the deal is, my goal is just taking this panel off and slipping this in it without making everything mad. Oh, and I got reproduction rubber tracks. That was $50. And this one, the haunch, the left haunch, that tab was broke. But like I said, it was in there. So I could glue it back on, use it. One of my earliest projects. Because I was lucky that tab was inside there, like that other one in the bag. It's savable. It just needs a lot of fabrication parts and a lot of plastic weld and, I don't know. So this one, it was gutted. No doors, no tracks, and one side was broke. But the guy had $5 on it, but then he muttered 20 for the whole tub, and there was Star Wars parts in there. So I just grabbed this and got that out of there, like I stole something. So I didn't want to take that off all the way, but I guess I'm gonna have to. I thought I could just peel it back, but it ain't letting me. There. Yeah, this is, compared to the other one, this one seems pretty good shape. Has some scuffs on it. If them parts were in better shape, I wasn't going to worry about it. I'm just looking. Man. Why is that so hung? Oh, that's why. There. I'm looking at the mechanism, seeing what kind of shape it's in, and it looks pretty good. So I was right. Oh, there's another screw that holds that tab on. I think the other one was missing that part. You still with me? Well, that one's just, yeah, it's whenever the ship is relaxed, it's under tension. So that's cool. So whenever it's at rest, it's on tension. So maybe I should display it sprung, to take the pressure off that spring. But there's one door, got it dropped in. Looking at all my screws. Screw length. That one's long. I guess that wants a long one. Just drop this straight down. Yep. Close this thing up before you play Jenga or whatever. Yeah, you wind it up and it rattles and it pops and all your pieces go flying. Snug these down. That. Pretty good shape. Look pretty good in there. That's good. I did have to buy one track. One of the tandems was broke. I didn't realize it till like one of these. This one or this one was broke off, and I didn't know it. You don't notice. I'd never seen the thing before, so you didn't know what's supposed to go which way and where. And watch some videos, and even that really doesn't show you. But getting the tracks, and then you realize the truck was missing. But I got to replace. One was broke, and I think a couple were missing, so I got to do some mixing and matching. So it didn't, not much went to waste, other than a broken bit. Let's say if I get this in, then probably that repair on the back part is going to be a whole separate video. That's probably going to be a lot of trial and error. And I probably won't record a lot of it. I'll probably just be like, well, this is what I've been doing, kind of thing. I'm checking this out too. That was good. That was good. The spring. The mechanisms. Hanging in there. That tab don't. Doesn't grab it by much. Put this down. Drop that back in place. Get her screwed down before she pops. And it's in plastic rubber tracks. I don't think they was meant to spin. I think they was just gonna be there. There's no way those could spin. That's probably how they got it broke. You'd have to put like the rollers spin. Those rollers spin, but there's no way that track is gonna be flexible enough to spin around. Is that one? Some of these might be stripped. That one tightened. Just kind of check them. About all I could do. Alright, let's get her down on our haunches. See what this looks like. Yeah, step closer. Like I said, I may have to display it. You press down on this little engine part on the back. Thunder, thunder, thunder tank. Rawr. This is good. Alright, this alignment. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to display it like that. I think I did like both, but to take the tension off those springs, which I'm 99% sure there's more springs in the back, but with the door open, you press down the seat, lock it in, and there she's down. Pretty cool. Press this back. I think it caught, yeah, it caught on the cannon part. Raise her up. Yeah, it caught on this tooth part for this gun. That's gonna shoot line on the back of the head. That ain't good. There. Yeah, that's a little better. Got him down a little bit. He's a little crooked. Yeah. Cool. Alright. There's that much. Pretty tickled. Press the seat down. Close this up. Press that in. Alright. Rock on. Rock out. But yeah, this part here will be its own video. I think I'm gonna mess with it, get some plastic weld and see if it does anything. Well, somebody drilled a hole through that already, so I wondered. Alright, I think we'll just leave her there. Stay tuned. I don't know if I'll do it today. I might look at it. Try to do some tests. Fiddle. But thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe. So I got 2 videos today. This being January 18th, 2026. Happy New Year and all that. So appreciate it. Thank you.